Well, hello there, YouTube. It is 10:07 in the morning. This is Saturday, June the 6th, 6/6 of 15. And got a little special treat for you today. One, a very loud F3. Put a Two Brothers exhaust that has the cat eliminator, just a straight pipe from the header to a very, very open muffler. It was at the last second I decided to take this. My intentions were to take it, but riding this thing home from Vancouver up to Toledo, whew, she requires some earplugs for sure. Really, really loud. So I watched some of the footage. Now it was hardwired to my dual drift mics with the Hero 3 Plus, and it does a good enough job of diffusing that sound that the video came out fine. The bike doesn't sound loud at all. I am now on the Hero 4 Black. Why I choose to continue using this, I don't know. It's going to be mostly bright, so there won't be any issues. Shouldn't be. But anyway, I'm on the Hero 4 Black with the Sena audio backpack, and I'm going to do a mini meetup. It's a local guy. Well, local enough, he's about 2 hours away. He's from down south in Oregon. And believe it or not, he's going to take the 2-hour trip up to visit me. And we're going to take Spirit Lake Highway up to Mount St Helens. He said he hasn't been up here since he was like 10 years old. And his YouTube username and Google Plus and all that good jazz is Giant Midget. And of course, I will have a link below. We're going to do a little meetup. He's got an awesome VN 1600 Mean Streak Kawasaki. And anyway, we're gonna meet here at the Castle Rock exit at the Burger King there, and obviously I'll need to top off for gas because I only got 2 bars. Alrighty, so we've made it to exit 49, and down at this part they call it Mount St Helens Way. How appropriate is that? And I'm not on a sensor. Oh, look at that. Yeah, he hasn't made it here yet. Not that I see anyway. I was gonna say I'll try to find a shade tree, but there ain't no such thing yet this morning. So I'll just dive right under this little tiny bit of one. Alright. I'll come back on as he appears. So we'll chit-chat with you later. We'll see you now. Alright, YouTube, I'm a complete goof. I'm sitting there at the Burger King. I was looking at his text and he said McDonald's. I'm sitting over there at Burger King like an idiot. I look at the text and he goes, "Ah, shit," he said McDonald's, not Burger King. Nice to meet you, man. Cool. How was the ride up?
It was quick.
Didn't have any problems at all, huh? What time did you get here?
Just after 10.
I've been sitting over there since about 10 after 10. I had found a little shade spot where I could see the off-ramp. Well, hello there, YouTube. I am here with Giant Midget, and we can't see it here now, but we are heading up to Mount St Helens. I'm on the old F3 with a loud exhaust, and he's on his awesome Mean Streak. So we'll be coming on and off as we ride along. We just stopped and walked out on a little pier and took some pictures of the mountain looking over Silver Lake.
Love that rev.
Sounds like I had my hand on the throttle. All right, we're off and running.
Oh, that wind feels nice.
Oh, it feels fantastic. It's got to feel really good with that vented jacket.
Yeah.
Should be a ton of motorcycles up here today.
Oh, I imagine. I'm thinking the coast is probably going to be about the same.
Oh yeah. So I'm sure Giant Midget has discussed this, but somehow or another I missed it in the media. But he is going to join us at the Yosemite Meetup this year. And for the first time, I may actually have a riding partner. That will be awesome. Heck, going to Utah last year until I got to Spanish Fork, or just south of that, and was that Santaquin? Yeah. That was a day and a half of riding all by myself. It's dangerous for you to spend too much time by by yourself.
Get mind fatigue.
Yeah. Start thinking crazy thoughts and stuff. When we first moved up here to Silver Lake, well, I lived up here twice. I lived up here from 82 to 84 at my parents' place. And then again from 2000 to 2007. So yeah, it was almost 8 years. But a lot of these houses weren't out here. In fact, there's a subdivision off to the right here that was not there at all. It was just a hill and some woods.
Sounds like a good place to live.
Hey, I tell this story about this old truck that chased me up the hill. That's where it lived, was down in them trees there. So here's the first big open view of Silver Lake and Mount St Helens. And you miss a lot of Silver Lake because most of it, the girth of it, is back behind them trees. Lots of different views I've seen old St. Helens across that lake. I'd like to say I remember it pre-eruption looking across the lake, but I don't. I just remember seeing the lake the first few times. I don't recall. It might have been cloudy and you couldn't see the mountain anyway, but I don't recall that pre-eruption. I found some pictures looking across Silver Lake and at the mountain.
Yeah. See, I was born in December of the same year that it erupted.
Oh.
I don't remember any of it.
Oh. That's wild when you think of, it's like everything that happened before you were born is like ancient and almost not real. It's just like, watching the History Channel about World War II. It's all freaky and interesting, but to you it doesn't really seem real. But then you meet somebody that was, around when that happened, and to them it's very, very real.
Yeah. And I love listening to stories, history and stuff like that.
Oh, I do too.
In my mind, it's weird. Like, I always picture it in black and white. I don't know why.
I do exactly the same thing. I think of, what's funny is even when I was a kid, all our TVs were black and white. I don't think it was, good Lord, I was probably 6 or 7 years old before we got our first color TV. So I even think of stuff when I was a kid, if I just you know, like a glancing thought of something. In my mind, it was black and white.
That's so funny.
And everything about my parents is absolutely black and white. You know, in my mind.
Like an old episode of Perry Mason.
Yeah. Hey, you want to take it'll only take a few minutes to do, but a little detour road.
Sure.
If you watch any of my videos, I take this a lot.
Sure.
I love this little road, but there's just this one scene in this thing that is phenomenal. It's right up here on the left, right here actually. You got somebody tail grabbing your ass back there. Oh, I thought he was a lot closer than he was.
Nah, he's all right.
Jeez, that guy's in a hurry. Hey, this hill that's right in front of us, if you come back on this thing and you hit this thing too fast, you'll go airborne. And you really don't have to hit it that fast. But they logged this little section here, and it kind of lost its little tunnel effect. And I don't hit this thing. Is when I lived in a Toledo or a Silver Lake, I used to come up here all the time. But I come through here and I forget which I need to lean left or lean right. The trees kind of disguise which way you need to go. So
Looks like they sanded it recently.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
Little bits of gravel all over.
Yeah. They did that, I call it tar and feather. What do they call it? Chip seal, I think is the official name for it. I hate when they do that. Whoa.
They're backing up?
Yep.
Yes, they are. Cover my air horn a little bit.
Yeah, I do that. I'll finger over the old horn there waiting to give them a blast. Of course, this one's not very loud. It has kind of a car sound to it, though. Oh, geez, I heard that. I heard it physically, and I heard it through the Sena as well. When I first started coming up here, they had just logged this, and it was the most incredible view of Mount Rainier sitting out there.
Nice. I just took a grasshopper to the eye.
And this little road here, you went up and you could, they gated it off, and you could look out over there too. But it's so grown up that even if you take the little road, you can't see it. But we lost that truck. I'll slow down here, and well, if there's a better view of it, I don't want to do this in the middle of a turn. Hey, look behind you. But I love this little view right here.
Kind of see down the valley.
Yeah.
Wow.
Watch, there's a piece of a tree laying there. We just pull here and stop for a second. Man, that is so freaking beautiful. And Mount Rainier sitting there plain as she can be.
That's awesome.
It used to have a little more impact to it because where that tree line is on the back side of the field, it was old growth all the way out. And then probably about 10 years prior, they cut that area over there. But when I first used to come up here, it was old growth like you can see back in there. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was so cool. And the road down here, it does this little twisty thing, and the trees just, I mean, it's like going through this tunnel. It was really, really cool. It's cool to come through here in the winter when it's snow down there too.
I imagine that'd be nice.
Them people in that house right there are so paranoid. You spend too much time there, this little old lady, she comes running out barking at you, asking, what are you doing? Why are you here? And
hey, you gotta watch out for some of these people that live out in the country, man. They get real suspicious.
oh yeah.
I used to work for FedEx ground, And because FedEx Ground is a contract kind of thing,
Yeah.
they'd hire subcontractors. Well, oftentimes they wouldn't have trucks for the subcontractors, so they'd rent Penske trucks, budget trucks. Well, I had this budget truck that was, it had one little budget sticker on the door, but otherwise the truck was just white.
Oh, so you look like the creepy white van man?
Yes. and I'm pulling up to this house, like a log cabin out towards Limity, and out come these mountain men, vlogger-looking kind of guys with big beards and the flannel.
Oh, jeez.
About 4 of them carrying shotguns coming out of their house. And I'm like, FedEx, please don't shoot me.
Peace, brother. I mean no harm. That's crazy. Well, here at the end of the road here, we're just going to take 504 back to 505, or 505 back to 504.
That's a nice little jaunt right there.
I love that little thing. So at this point, I'm gonna stop this little video.
All right.
18 minutes. That's about typical. So we'll talk to you guys later. Okay, we're back. We're almost to Hoffstadt, and we stopped at the A-frame and the Sasquatch there and hung out there for a little bit. That was kind of cool. So we're gonna hit the Hoffstadt Visitor Center here right quick.
That is a great view of the mountain.
Yeah, it's incredible. And from the back side of the Visitor Center here, you can look right up the valley.
Oh, hey, here's the helicopter.
Yep. It used to be $100 for a tour. I wonder if it's still $100.
I don't have $100, so.
I don't know how many times I've wanted to come up here and do that, and I never do it.
Well, it depends on how long the tour it is, I suppose.
Yeah, I want to say it was like 15 or 20 minutes or something. Oh, cool! The old news car is still sitting out here. We'll see if we can't find a shade to park in up here. There might be a little one right up here.
They just kind of let it sit right there.
Yeah, they did have it kind of in a temporary spot there out front. Then they moved it here. And I didn't notice that until here recently when I came up on the 35th anniversary. Sorry to make a bunch of noise.